Hey Defenders, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a very serious topic. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Twilio and its application Authy and its huge data breach with close to around 33 million user accounts compromised. Let us understand a little more about what and how it happened. Recently, Twilio confirmed a data breach that exposed phone numbers of 33 million users of its Authy two-factor authentication app. This breach was traced back to an unsecured API endpoint that allowed attackers to access the user data without any authentication. If you ask me, this can be addressed to OWASP's top 10 in two categories. One is unsecure authorization and authentication, number one. Number two, you can also map it with the IDOR, insecure direct object reference, because you don't have an authentication scheme with which you access a particular data. You are having a direct access to the confidential data by just doing a query without an authentication or an authorization token. Right? So this is a huge gap in this application. The hacking forum known as Shiny Hunters leaked this data on dark web forums in the late June 2024. While this data is primarily phone numbers and it also includes some account IDs and other non-sensitive data, it still stays to be a huge concern because the data was exfiltrated using a unsecure API, right? And if you ask me, is this going to be leading to other problems? Yes, that is going to open a world of other problems because it may again encounter hybrid attacks. Why? This data may be used by attacker for doing other attacks using popular techniques like SIM swap and etc. Let's talk a little more about that as well. So how did this actually happen? This breach occurred because of an API endpoint that accepted phone numbers without requiring any form of authentication. This vulnerability allowed attackers to verify which phone number were linked to Authy accounts, making it easier for them to potentially carry out SIM swap attacks. Okay, what did Twilio say in response to this attack? Did Twilio respond to this attack at all, right? As you're aware, Twilio is one of the most popular SMS and calling API available on the market. And apart from that, Authy. What is Authy? Authy is a free and alternative for your existing Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator. But let me ask you this. In Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator, why do we even use that? We use that for generating the two-factor authentication codes. My question is, in case you have your mobile phone formatted, you got your mobile phone broken, so you moved data to another mobile phone. What happens is, you will have to reset the whole 2FA process by scanning another barcode to your Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator to get the data back again, and you can start regenerating the two-factor authentication codes. But in Authy, it's not like that. Your data is stored on the cloud, meaning once you scan a website's two-factor authentication code barcode, right? Its appropriate 2FA codes are generated on your phones, right? If your phone gets formatted or broken, you go to move your data to a new phone, you will still have the codes intact because the data is stored in Authy's cloud server, right? So I am personally scared to know Authy got compromised, which means that my passwords also got compromised, isn't it? Let's understand what as an end user I can do for this kind of an attack. I mean, obviously you can't prevent this kind of an attack because you are not getting compromised, it's the server side getting compromised. So what as an end user you can do? Number one, update your apps. Make sure Authy application is updated with the latest version. Version 21.0 for Android and version 26.1 for iOS. This is just to make sure you have the latest security patches in place that is given by Authy itself, number one. Number two, be cautious. Watch out for unexpected text messages asking for passwords or codes. This could be a potential phishing scam, giving an unsolicited link and making you click on it, right? Number two. Number three, the popular attack, SIM swaps. Keep an eye on your mobile numbers to ensure it has not been used in a SIM swap attack. This is where attacker transfer your number to a new SIM card to intercept verification code. And this has become very popular after you have the messaging apps like Telegram, WhatsApp, Botim, etc. Right? It has become one of the very popular attack technique for attackers to make sure your numbers get transferred to new number where they have the entire access to your account. Right? Okay, what are my closing remarks about this? This breach really highlights the critical importance of using secure endpoints and staying vigilant against cyber threats. While Twilio has taken steps to address this issue, it is up to us as users to protect our digital life. If this information is of use to you, or if you think this information will be of use to some people around you, please consider sharing and subscribing. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech insights on cybersecurity.